Whether you're watching, listening or reading this, welcome back to the Runpreneur vlog, where we're on a mission to raise £1 million for children's charities by run vlogging on consecutive days the distance of one lap around the planet. It is a staggering 40,075 kilometres. It's going to take somewhere in the region of 11 years to accomplish, so plenty of time to raise that money. I'm going to commit to vlogging whilst running a minimum of 5 kilometres every day, and I'll even do it barefoot style. Now, for those regulars who know, when I vlog about my passions, which are entrepreneurship and running, and how these topics link together to help people overcome the emotions of stress, overwhelm and anxiety by using exercise as a release mechanism. Now, it's a very fresh morning today. It has been raining. I'm expecting it to rain again. So it's not too breezy, but I'm expecting some rain, so hopefully I can get back before it finishes. And it is a Saturday summary today, where I give you my weekly update on my journey as a serial entrepreneur. So please give this channel some support, subscribe to the content, give it a like and a share, and let's get started. My weekly update on my journey as a serial entrepreneur. It's been a manic week this week. We're allowed to meet people inside, 2 households up to 6 people, and I've had lots of meetings this week for various different businesses, and it's been manic. So if I was going to say how I thought the week went, okay, and let's go through it with a fine-tooth comb, and it may be a bit more positive than I'm making out, but it's all about potential this week and not actual tangible results, and I kind of hate that a little bit, but you've got to have these weeks to benefit at some point in the future. So we'll start with the trading business, Property Empire Investments. 0 sales, big decision made this week. We're going to pull out of the Northwest earlier than anticipated. It's just been hard slog, kind of trying to work with an ex-partner, and it's just created a little bit of negative emotion and tension that's not necessary. So we've made a big judgment call based on some opportunities that have been presented to us in other areas to pull out of the Northwest with immediate effect and source more local to where we are down in the south, certainly southern part of the UK anyway. So big move there. It's going to have a knock-on effect. We're not expecting, if we can get one more sale over the line before the end of the month, it will be satisfactory from our side of things. So we'll see how this kind of pans out, but it's been a big decision to make, but I think ultimately it'll be the right one. But it does have an impact on cash flow, certainly for the next few weeks. So watch this space. On the plus side, we've got our first 10 partners enrolled on our Property Empire Partnership Programme, and these guys are going to be sourcing deals for us where we can we'll pay a commission for them, and they'll also be selling deals for us again that we'll be paying a commission for them. So in return, we're going to coach them, give them systems, infrastructure to kind of be partners with us, and hopefully allow them to build their own property business. Many of them are quite young as well, so it's a great opportunity for them. So the first 10 were trained this week, and really excited to see what they bring to the table, and we'll be working with them over the coming weeks and months and hopefully years, as it's a great way to grow our sales and marketing side of the business and also help people who need help in growing a property business. We have another 10 this week as well, so there'll be 20 in total. We're going to make it a bit competitive, make it very much kind of a team effort, so there'll be a lot of team-based targets, not just individual. So that's quite exciting. Property Empire Builder, which is where the 2 Squared Academy comes, that is ticking over. Subscribers are kind of active, have remained pretty static. I think we've got about 90 subscribed at the moment, and we've got another webinar launch planned for the middle of June. So it'll be interesting to see how we perform on that. But exciting because we've been focusing on our partnership program, which has only been made possible because of the 2 Squared Academy. So it's amazing how things kind of develop when you build things up over the course of time. So without the 2 Squared Academy, we wouldn't have the partnership program. And if it goes as well as we're hoping, it could be an absolute game changer for the business over the coming months. So it's got a car coming down behind me, so bear with me a second. Just going to stop here and let this guy go past. We've also onto my property business. Relatively static, no move ins, move outs, pretty stable in terms of income. So that's been pretty standard, pretty average week, but expected. We then move on to the Runpreneur vlog. The website's all been signed off, ready to go now, and we're building up into pre-launch week. So the next week is going to be the week before we officially launch. So we're going to be ramping up the live content, ramping up a lot of different things on this week, which is exciting. We'll get the social platforms, social profiles all optimized and ready to go at the beginning of this week, and we'll start the countdown to the 1 year anniversary when we're officially starting this challenge. So super excited about the progress we made there, and we've just been getting ready to launch. Really, it's been a long year, a year of doing this without actively fundraising, so I'm quite excited to kind of get to the stage now where we can actually officially launch. We've identified a team of people who's going to focus on collaborations. Who can we partner with to get more reach, more awareness of the challenge, so obviously we can hopefully raise more money. So it's going to be exciting how this pans out over the next couple of weeks. So a lot of work that's coming, but I'm super excited for. The social media agency will be looked at once we finish the Runpreneur launch and we have everything kind of wheels in motion for the challenge. We'll be looking at launching our social media content repurposing agency, where I'm super excited about, because I've looked at the market opportunity and I think it's vast. So really excited to see what happens there. Property Empire Holdings, we signed our fourth property. We've got three. We've got a couple of flips going on. We've got one rent-to-rent deal that we just signed our second, and we've got 4 in the pipeline at the moment that we're negotiating on that have been approved for long-term lease, which is basically fixed income that's guaranteed for 10 years. So really excited to hopefully get these over the line, and we've got 20 or 30 in the pipeline pending approval. So that's really starting to ramp up now, and the number of addresses that we're getting from our network is going up and up and up. So each one of these properties we get approved and a lease signed is worth at least £500 a month. I think the first one we've done is actually worth £1,000 a month, so that's really, really exciting. And the others in the pipeline are at least 500, some 700. You know, they're quite chunky figures here, and to get that money coming in clear on a monthly basis is going to be super exciting. So watch this space. But the holdings business is one that has got huge potential as we grow our rent-to-rent portfolio, and we'll also be looking to acquire more over the coming months. But at the moment, the focus over the next 3 months is purely rent-to-rent. So it'll be interesting to see kind of how that pans out over the coming few weeks and months. So pretty exciting. So that's pretty much it, really, in terms of the week. So as I said, there's not a lot of kind of tangible results in terms of actual realised income, but there's a lot of potential in the pipeline now, and I'm super excited to see where this kind of carries us forward over the coming weeks. But I think it's really important that we start converting some of this stuff now, and getting some of this converted, getting the leases in place, getting money coming in, because the last couple of months has been disrupted by the partnership separation, which is a shame, but I'm pleased it happened when it did rather than further down the line. So watch this space. So that's pretty much it for me today. As always, if you've got any questions on this stuff, drop me a comment. I'll respond to everyone. If it's a bigger topic, I'll do a separate vlog episode and I'll tag you in. Do check out the links in my bios where you can watch, listen or read my content. Also get up-to-date info on how the challenge is going as we get ready for launch. So please, even if you can't support it financially, just by subscribing to the content and sharing it goes a huge way to helping. So all that's left to say is that the content I blog about entrepreneurship and running has always been linked to how we can help people overcome the emotions of stress, overwhelm and anxiety by using exercise, in my case run vlogging, as a release mechanism to kind of clear our heads of those daily, weekly pressures that we all experience in the form of stress. Having that mechanism to process what's going on, gain clarity, refocus, clear our heads and move on is so important. And if you don't have that mechanism, It's like pressure building in a pipe, and those pressures will grow and grow and grow. Before you know it, you'll be overwhelmed. There's too many things going on, too many things to consider. You kind of procrastinate, you freeze, you almost have a seizure, and before you know it, you're then in panic and anxiety mode, where you're flirting with the edge of mental health issues, which clearly you want to avoid. And in the analogy I just gave you of pressure in the pipe will inevitably burst, and that's when you have a mental health breakdown. Now, I've been there. I've lost businesses because of these exact reasons. I've lost business partners, and I've almost been bankrupt. So I know what it's like, and I wouldn't wish it upon my worst enemy. So my pledge to you is that there's no coincidence over the last year of utilising my release mechanism, which is this running blog. I've made more progress in all facets of my life than I have done in the previous 5 years or so. So this stuff clearly works. So the olive branch to you is, if you're struggling with exactly these issues, drop me a message, okay? There's no catch. Runpreneur is not for profit. So, even though we take donations, it's optional. So help and support is for free. So reach out or jump on a call. We'll give you some step-by-step guidance on how we can get you back on the right path. And I know this stuff works because I've helped hundreds of people over the years on exactly this topic. So help is there. It's often free, and you just have to be prepared to ask for it. So that's it for me today. Please give the channel some support and follow the content. If you can support it financially, amazing. But I'll leave you with, as always, stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you tomorrow.